Hello, hello. We're here. We're here in mind and not quite there in body yet, or oh, for God's sake. Let me select the stupid thing. Yeah. There we go. And you. Lazy, so I can't be bothered changing the Twitch name. Alright. Blam, how we doing? Hi, hello. I'm a little bit behind right now. I'm just catching up. So, first things first. Few people have been wondering what the state of the junctions is. So, hey AK, how you doing? So we've seen the 2-lane. That's all available now on all of its combinations. The flat 2-lane, well, that's the elevated 2-lane. This is the flat 2-lane. So that's all there. Well, you don't have that though, but that's beside the point. Or that. I was experimenting with that. That's a mind-numbing headache. That's why that hasn't been done yet. And there's technically, I think, 4 variations from memory. I think you got that at the minute, and a work in progress. But yeah, this is still to be finished. Hey, it's a Veldak. So the classic 4-lane. This one I'm still working on. It's got most of the. Oh, I did make that one good. Most of the pieces. It's got the half diagonals. Those are annoying to make. This one is some of these junctions. In a way, it is useful to have these, but the 4-lane kind of demands these to be separated, so we'll probably just drop them. I mean, I'll probably include maybe a flat one, horizontal and diagonal, but beyond that, or wires basically. At this point, it's unsignalable. Like, look at that. That's horrific. I can't signal that. It's problematic. But on the other hand, there are some things to do. Like there's an elevated T-junction that I was working on. So this is all work in progress. It's not quite ready yet. And there's the like the 4 to 2 diagonal 4 to 2 hasn't been done, and the terminating 4 to 2. So it's nearly there. It's just not quite there yet. What was I doing with that? I don't remember. Oh well. There's another thing. There's been a lot of things I've been playing around with in the junctions. That's why I wanted to show you this, because there's been a lot going on. I've been completely overhauling everything from the top, and that's why some of these blueprints aren't ready yet. The outpost trash. So this is almost here. I'm probably going to eliminate the PAX lashing, but yeah, the train stops and the fundamentals of the train stops are nearly there. So they've all been updated, and the way I'm doing it is going from 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24 long train stops. Although I may whittle it down and like only include powers of 8 for actual stops. Like this one, I don't really know the utility of. Particularly the 16, I think it is a bit of a weird one, but we'll see how we go. So yeah, that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24. I mean, at the very least, the blank ones I will keep in place. Oh yeah, that bug still hasn't been fixed. But the rest, I'll probably do a more selected collection. And then yeah, I've got this thing ready finally. I'm missing 32, 64, and 128. If anything, the 16 could be a 32. Like and possibly the 16 and 20 aren't terribly useful. So there is potential there. But yeah, so I've got a lashing. This thing lashes onto the stop and gives you outpost trash. I haven't rebuilt the controller yet, but this thing using the new stuff with the decider combinators in particular is amazing. It's made simplified the logic so much. There's actually less combinators in here now. Unfortunately, the double chests is still a thing because you can't read and set requests at the same time. So this needs to set unrequest. Oh wait, you can't request from buffer chests. That's definitely not a good thing. Potentially trash unrequested here. I'm not sure. That functionality is still useful. As expected, blueprint parameters don't work in train stops, or at least it's really janky. Blueprint parameters in general are just really janky. So I haven't really been making use of them. There's just a lot of issues with them. So yeah, that's the state of things. So we've got this is on the way, and Flemmy. I want to start working on this too, like a book of pre-built trains to stamp down. Cleaned up my blueprint library as well. That was the main thing. Like I just have a book of just miscellaneous crap now. Anyway, so that is that. Let us go back to this thing here and continue on from whence we left off. Just before starting, just like a few minutes ago, I threw down some radars to start exploring. And I was right to hold off on Bob. Bob over here is safe for now because the tungsten that we desire is over in Steve's territory. So we need to go say hi to Steve at some point. The platform appears to be receiving concrete as was expected. Is it? No, it's at 1800. I'm tempted to actually cancel it. What about you?
Hello there.
Hello there, Monsieur Darthy. What's happening on Navis? Oh, good. Oh, yeah, this was full of light oil again for some reason. I genuinely don't understand where the light oil and heavy oil are getting mixed and how they're getting mixed. But yeah, when I loaded the save, this was full of light oil. So that was a whole thing. I actually wonder if it's a bit of a glitch with loading the save. Okay, you're producing. Very good, very good. You're flying. Oh, that... Is there a... oh, no, it's just the perfect line. I was like, is there a bit of clipping going on there? No, it just happens to line up perfectly. I think that was the engines just going up then. I would hazard it. Yes, it is. Okie day then. I shall cancel that and send you to Vulcanus. So you shall come over this way. What I'm also going to do is add a space platform. Call it, what should we call this one? I know what we'll call this one. Platform 2. There we go. And so, because I have the space logistics stuff set up here, hopefully, yeah, space platform starter pack, because I have platform starter pack up and running already, yep, it's going to request it, deliver it, launch it, and set it up. It's just like that, just that simple. Actually, one thing that I didn't really cover that I do need to do, so this hub here, what I want to do is add a... So because I blueprinted one of my platforms, I have a bunch of these already. Probably going to delete those as well. Deleting it from here doesn't actually delete the... hey, it's June! How you doing? Hold on a tick there for my thought. Deleting these things doesn't actually delete the entire logistics group. So you don't have to worry about that. So if I delete all those and then shoot back over here, see these are all all the groups that I deleted. So the actual groups still exist. They're just not shared anymore. Ethan, how you doing? And hello, Dune. Sorry for the little delay there, but how you doing? How is Space Age treating you? I'm going to assume that you've been playing Space Age because there's no reason not to. I also just realized my Twitch preview says I'm offline, which is not great. I'll change that to 3. Wow, that is an interesting graphical glitch. When you see it was a distortion on the screen like like memory corruption. It's like when you see that, it's like, oh, is the video card dying? Kind of look, and it's. I don't think it is, but yeah. So this thing's complaining about being out of ammo, but I don't think it is actually out of ammo. Radicus over on YouTube there too. Oh, that actually is troubling me. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, it's gone now. But yeah, that's the yet to leave the planet. Okay. Factorio, let's go, indeed. Yeah, that was that glitching that I was talking about. That's troubling. Oh, yeah, and the platform build itself too. And what I'm going to do is go to platforms, go to tug, and blop it down. The fact that I'm seeing it again is troubling me. I am slightly concerned about the state of my hardware right now. You shouldn't be able to see that. Nice to got so far, but I don't want to spoil for myself, so have a good time. Okay, yep, I won't give you away anymore. Thank you for the raid, and yep, definitely bail out if you don't want any spoilers, because I have actually finished the game already. Multiple times, I confess. So yeah, and I am a little bit fast and loose with the spoilers, and I understand. Totally understand. Okay, so this thing's going to start building itself. Platform 1 apparently did a round trip, and I didn't even catch it. Annoyingly. Yeah, so what I was... Is that... I'm... Like... Are you seeing this? I'm deeply troubled by that. Anyway. It's a spellmaster. Did they change military science? No. Military science is still the same. Yeah, I went for Vulcanus first this time. I say this time because before the embargo dropped, I actually went to Fungora first. Alright, so the thing that I want to do is set this to planet request. So this is things that Vulcanus specifically wants, is what I've called it. And what I'm going to do is come to this platform here. Because it did a round trip, it has a little bit of downtime and it's burned through all of its fuel, so its speed is quite sad right now as a result. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of... Well, I'm going to keep that one. We don't need you. We're going to want you. We don't need Gleber. No, this one here is just going to be the platform itself, and this is the platform starter. What I'm going to do is put this right up the top, because that is the platform itself. I'm going to remove... No, I'm going to keep science as it is here. The reason I can keep that here is that it's not going to sit at... Because the way this works is each one of these are going to expect an import from a specific destination. So if this has the electromagnetic science pack in the request, and as long as it isn't set to Vulcanus, then it won't sit there waiting for it at Vulcanus or Navis. It will only become active when it goes to the specific planet that's filtered, if that makes sense. So it will be looking for packs on... So like it's grayed out right now. When we get to Vulcanus, you'll be able to see. They say Vulcanus is hard without flysuit from Fagola. It's not that bad. It's pretty easy. Vulcanus is the easiest of the planets. Which planet you go to first is really a... See, now this is highlighted red. But yeah, going back to that thought, which planet you go to first really depends on what you want to get out of it. So I've gone to Vulcanus first because I want to get the foundries going. I want to get the foundry tech. Then probably Fagola or Gleba next, I don't know, but probably for Golda because I want to get the EM plant up and running. Getting the EM plant tech really helps catapult you out of the mid-game struggles because of the circuit productivity boost is amazing. And the 50% productivity on the thingies, the what's-its, is equally amazing. Right, I'm going to jettison these overboard. We need some iron plates. Oh, I didn't really need the steel, arguably. Dump a bunch of those. Dump more of them. This is when I look at Vulcanus and realize, oh, okay, there is enough storage. If there isn't enough storage, it starts exploding around the hub. And, yeah, it's not great when that happens. It's generally sad times abound. But yeah, the thing with Vulcanus, like even with the cliffs, it's not too bad. I mean, if you really want to, like, they're a little oppressive, the cliffs, but it's workable. Like it's at least broken up enough to be manageable. But yeah, early Vulcanus can be a little annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so now that we've done that, you need triangles. You got triangles. You got steel. What I'm going to do is just chuck the bots onto task. There. And you're going to supply a little bit of steel. Yeah, you don't need that one. And then you're going to supply some refined concrete. And that's got to make me some foundries. I'm going to slap down one of them. Getting the bot logistics going is a really good idea. Yeah, so we want to connect. Second column. Foundry. Cursor's circling it. We'll just say 10. The rocket capacity is... or the stack size is 20, and what was the rocket capacity? 5, yeah. Alright, we're making some foundries, so all of these are going to start lighting up, which means we now have access to the big drill. Now, we need to do this. The big drill has to be made in a foundry. It takes a regular mining drill, engine, and advanced circuit. Okay. You can't wait to see Aquilo? Aquilo is an interesting one. There are some things about it that make it, that haven't actually been mentioned, that actually make it even more of a bit annoying. The funny thing is you don't actually have to go there. You can just sit, remote view the whole thing. Yeah, it's a 55. How you doing? How you with? Alright, so you're going to start crafting that whilst I'm going to run around in circles wondering what I'm supposed to be doing with myself. And then I'm going to realize what I need to do is set up some lines like this, like so. Then we need to jump back to Norvis, grab you, slap that there, slap that there. We only have yellow belt, like that, so it'll have to be yellow belt. We don't have you, so it'll have to be that. Da-ba-da. Just knock that back to that. Just flip it vertically, because I can. Ka-ching. Just straight line right the way through. There and there. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. This very much goes against my standard building logic, but I'll deal with it, because this once you get into this sort of area, it's a bit sort of special case. It's a bit different to usual. But yeah, we need some circuits, then we need some advanced circuits, which means we need plastic. Which in turn, again, this would be a lot easier with the, wow, my brain just switched off then. It'd be a lot easier with EM plans. So it's encroaching on that coal puddle. You know what? I'm going to move it over here then. And we'll just downgrade the red circuit line. Also flip it 180 degrees. Might as well expand it a few more. Alrighty, something like that. I'm being a bit generous, but it is truly necessary. Because this thing needs to start producing blue circuits to, well, the eventual goal is blue circuits to make rockets to then launch back to Navis. You, so there, you, go there, there, there. Admittedly, the plastic's probably going to come from up there, but that's details for future me, you know. All right, what is bottleneck new circuits? Okay, have more circuits then. Yep, we don't need another logistics group. Let's make it 100. Good. Future me problems indeed. Okay, so we still have a supply of tungsten ore. This is good. I'll continue to let that develop. It's entirely possible I'm going to need to do a bit of that as well. At some point I'm going to need a make everything. Let's get that out of the way. So, I don't think it's quite at that point yet. I mean, how much cash developers got from it? Oh, the stats from hey, that's bad. um, hmm. Tell you what, I'm gonna maybe just take a moment to save the game and maybe drop out of that. Why is that freaking out? This might be related to that, well, might be related to that graphics driver update that Windows forced. But yeah, the, apparently, how many did it sell? It moved a lot. Oh, okay. Physically removed from the system. That's alright. Device manager. Not device manager. The other one. Computer management. Yeah, when you see stuff like this, what you should do is immediately open up computer management, go event viewer, Windows logs, and I'm going to have to hide this unfortunately, but you need to go system. The reason I need to hide it is just in case there's anything in there that shouldn't be in there. Let's see. NVDM cannot be found. The component raised when installed or was corrupted. Please install or repair the component. Repair the component. Repair the component.
Hello there.
Funny enough, Windows just did a update at the same time. How you doing, Scorpius? We're just doing a little bit of investigative work. Anything application-wise? I have a feeling. The update history lies, by the way. Because there was definitely stuff. Yeah, because there's the one for the 4 to 10. Okay. Yes, what I was going to look at was this. Show charts. Look at that. 91,000 players. This is like, can I see the overall? No, I can't see back to April 26th, February 26th. Yeah, so that was Steam launch back there. That peak there, 16,000 players. What was that? That would have been like 18. And then we had, I think, Steam release 1.0, 34,000. And then to the moon. 3 million USD. I wouldn't be like, it's suddenly gained 71,405%. Like the previous all-time high was 34,000. It's tripled that. DLCs, Space Age. Is it possible to see 98.45%, 1,000 to 16? That's wild. Is it possible to get an idea of? I don't remember how to drive it. There's the price history. I don't think there is a direct way to see sales, but the 90,000 suggests that. Well, let me go back forward. Yeah, the assumption is that if there's 90,000 people playing, at least 90,000 people bought the game. Yeah, it's wild. I can't actually see Twitch chat at the minute, by the way, because the thing closed. A lot of players, yes. Also, I'm gonna do a restart just quickly. Just to make sure everything gets cleared out. I might reseat the graphics card tomorrow or something as well, just in case. Or update drivers again. Please stand by for these technical incursions. The question can wait. How did this happen? What was the question, Bluesy, while we're waiting? How many refunds within 2 hours? How many people speedrun it within 2 hours? That's a real question. It's late. Yeah, I realized I made some hilarious half-sleep derps as well yesterday. The thing with the trains was actually hilarious. I didn't realize that the trains can't actually get to the destination. That's why they're all stuck. Huh, Dead Island too. I hope I muted that one. That was a very surprised sneeze. Huh, the achievements. There. AK, Yivy, Bobbers, Avac, all been busy. Veldak. Ah. The real question though is, yeah, I actually did all those on the weekend a little while ago. But the real question is, who's going to be doing that one, the very bottom one. Destroy your first enemy structure using artillery. So you cannot kill any biters until you get unlock artillery. That's something. The annoying thing is that when Steam achievements synchronize, they're kind of a bit janky in that I could have done this in a preloaded save when they were first added. And so if I'd have thought about it, I would have grabbed a save with artillery in it, and then would have loaded it, and then made the first enemy-based destruction artillery, and it would have passed. So no, I believe it's no biters. The first, hang on, let me double check the wording. Destroy your first enemy structure using art. Oh, okay, so you can kill biters. That's fine. Yeah, it's the first enemy structure has to be with artillery. Yeah, you can't kill the nests. But yeah, there's a bit of jank, so that in theory, when they were first added, I could have actually done it, but I didn't realize it was a thing. Because there's another one which is kill something with artillery. Oh, there's Steve. Um, all right, so now this is flowing. Unfortunately, I kind of put it in a crap spot. This is fine. We has the power to deal with this. And you can do your thing. Da, 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 da. Look at that inbuilt productivity. It's amazing. Do worms counter structures? Yes. Fairly simple, but bit of a planning exercise, pretty much. What's it? Thingy? Thingy McThing thing is actually doing it currently. Arundel is doing it right now. He's been streaming Space Age and trying to beat it with beat the artillery achievement. Where's the? There they are. Oh, fine. All right. So you, derp, derp, and derp. Now the reason why this is a bit herpaderp is they could actually be classic providers. It doesn't matter. It's free. Yep. Okay, now you can go free. Go forth and place things. so now it's just really, this is all really down to just an exercise in rehashing early game / mid game all over again. Cosmo, hey, how you doing? Mega basing already? Not quite yet. We're really just sort of being a bit chill at the minute. But eventually we will be mega basing. I can guarantee you that we will get there. Well, actually, yeah, it does actually need to be there. Go. I mean, there's a bit of wishful thinking going on here. But it's a thought that counts. I'm probably overcooking it a little bit, but it's fine. Alright, we'll chuck that there. You need to make me a big mining drill. This is probably the first of the recipes that actually rely on molten iron. Chuck that there. I need to chuck that there, and this is actually really awkward because you can cast pipes here, and you can actually make transport belts directly in the Foundry, but making concrete's there, which is a bit of a weird one. Although I'm going to move it back up there. Craig Meta, how you doing? Used to building 500 SPM with railworld map generation in F1. Would it make sense to use the same presets in 2? Or did you use a map string? So I did... Tell you what, I can actually show you. Would you like me to show you? I did railworld as well. The only thing is I do turn down... Free advice may not be good. How you doing? Thank you for that Prime subscription. Now, if I go here, Railworld, what I did was also for Vulcanus turn down that. I left sulfuric acid as it is, tungsten down as well. Gleba, Fagola, and Aquilo, don't touch those. Now, okay, so fair warning for people who don't want to see maps. Put like another browser window in front of the screen now. You have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So something really janky happens when you start matching the railworld settings in Vulcanus. So if I match that, unless this has been fixed, this might have been fixed. I think it's been fixed. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you can just turn these up and call up. Okay, this has been fixed. Never mind. So what used to happen was something more akin to like setting this to 12,000%. I might even actually have an example on hand. But what I did was I turned the richness down to either 25 or 33%. So, and that applied to everything. So I just did that all the way through. Again, don't touch sulfuric acid. You're better off leaving that as is. Because yeah, setting it to, so sulfuric acid's there, and around there. If I turn that down and the size up, the size gets a little... Okay, this has been fixed as well, never mind. Okay. It's not as bad, but I'd suggest maybe keeping the sulfuric acid. It doesn't actually seem to matter, but keep the richness at 100% and maybe the size at 100, but turn down the frequency. Input settings so you don't have trees. I generate a new one. Yeah, okay, it's been fixed. So what would happen previously is like this calcite patch would be this big. That's what used to happen. For Gola, the scrap doesn't do anything. So, like you see a scrap patch there. If I increase the frequency, I mean, all the frequency does is change these islands. It doesn't change these patches. size. It does affect, it actually affects the size now. Okay, that's also been fixed. Fagola and Gleba doesn't matter because there's only stone, so there's no point touching it. And Aquilo, things can get really weird if you go off default. For those who haven't seen, like everything appears on these little dotted islands, and once you start like messing with it, it just, particularly size, does weird things. Like, so your crude oil, your lithium brine, and your fullerene vents are now suddenly quite distance away, and this is your ammonia ocean. You're not really like, the way I've got it here. I'll bring it back to 33%. Okay, it's not so bad, but you get a little bit. Actually, you don't get any on the start. But basically, you need to landfill all of that with ice, or landfill that with ice to get your cyan stuff. So that's why I strongly recommend you don't mess with Aquilo and just keep it as is. Otherwise, you're just going to be in for a lot of pain. See, that's a bit more manageable. All right, so I'll just close that now. So anyone who did want to hide, didn't want to see that, you can look back now. So yeah, that's what I recommend. So take Railworld, adjust Vulcanus to be in line with Railworld settings, except for sulfuric acid, although it seems to be a lot better than it used to. It used to just, you'd be swimming in a million patches previously. In fact, that calcite patch is more representative of what used to happen. And yeah, in fact, I can actually show you. But yeah, so increase Vulcanus, but don't touch anything else. As an example, that's Kevin. This is what used to happen. Look at this coal patch. This is just borderline redonkulous. Similar story with the calcite's not so bad. Don't think I turned up tungsten on this one, but it's not great either. But yeah, all the patches used to appear like that. It was insane. Okay, can't wait to see now. If I rewind and look at the Twitch chats, use Railworld preset without modifying anything, ends up with 2, 15, 18 patches right by your base. Yeah, that's why I turned down the richness to 33 or 25%, just to stop that from happening. Found it odd that the presets don't adjust the other planets. Yeah, the planets are, so that's what I was alluding to. The planets are sort of really, they very much are hard-coded to behave like this. Why are you complaining about being out of ammo? Like, because of the way, the contrived nature of it, they tend to be very fixed in place. Did they implement any quality of life for construction bots like speed? So there is overall better intelligence within the bot, or not better intelligence. They do their work a lot more effectively. You still get the worker robot speed researchers to boost robot speed. With the end game techs, this thing starts to get really insane really quick, like a lot quicker than it ever used to. Yeah, Roboports also act as radars now, which means like over here, like I can see all of, well, there is a radar there, but I can actually demolish that and it won't affect anything. Like all of this is being seen by Roboports. None of it is being seen by, like, this solar field here is all being explored. So this boundary here is the boundary of this Roboport here. So they give you a little bit of radar range so that you can remotely view things and, you know, do your remote view stuff without the need for spamming radars everywhere. So I think of all the bot things, that alone, the Roboport radar range is actually amazing. But yeah, the bots are, at least early game, they're still quite slow. Like this is the bot speed they're currently at. I haven't really done any worker robot speed researches. When you get into, well, I've got 4 more to do. And when you get into this one, it only needs electromagnetic science packs. And because of the way the later tech works, it gets stupid. Like it gets actually stupid. You can set requests inside the Roboport now. They keep saying 50 bots. Yes. You have a logistics group here, and you can actually say maintain a number of robots. I'm questionable how useful it is. New science pack. It's one of many new science packs actually, without getting into it. So yeah, I haven't unlocked these yet because of achievement. But yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new science packs. Without getting into exactly how they work. So there's a lot of content to get into. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then whatever's at the end of this line. Like each planet introduces a new science pack, a new sort of signature building, as what I call it. We actually just unlocked the first signature building, the signature building of Vulcanus, the Foundry, which lets you do. It's all about metallurgy, and it has an innate 50% productivity. And now the thing that's really interesting about that is, and I was just about to set up a thingy for it. I can manage it. I'm probably going to put it here. How about here and 3 here? Say there. I can't be that liberal with the Roboports, unfortunately. I mean, the supply isn't that far away, but I can't be too careless. Yeah, what you can do is you actually make transport belts with a 50% productivity, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Having 50% productivity on making transport belts is a huge boost to producing transport belts. Because like particularly the red belts, they are very iron heavy, and that alone is wild. Okay, now, so what I need to do is start really setting up robot logistics and get like a simple production scheme underway. The way you manage a lot of these planets, at least in single player, is by remotely controlling them. So you need a lot of robot logistics. Well, you don't have to do it with robot logistics. I strongly recommend you do it with robot logistics, though, to make sure that everything is supplied and all that good stuff. I've only got the DLC today. I haven't got the space yet. The planet Kaig Meta coming on in with that. Gifted that sub, eh? Thank you very much for that, generous gifted sub. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Sorry, I was Drummer 98. You only got the DLC today, haven't got the space yet. The planet logistics makes you nervous. Don't be nervous. It's a little confronting at first. But it's fairly straightforward. Like the silos right now, you see the stuff that it's collecting. What you do, all you need to know to do logistics is tick this box, and then robots will do it for you. So see how these robots are now scooping up this, and they're putting it in here, ready for the next planet, ready for the next supply run. So what they're actually doing is that they're actually launching it up to here. This is another platform building itself. So it's just by ticking that box and having the materials available, those rockets, like that whole system is just automatically dealing with itself. It's really quite intuitive, and it's not too much trouble. So here's the pods arriving at the platform. And as it arrives, you'll see the platform actual foundation starting to build itself. Just like that. Is there another one? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, that'll continue just doing its thing as it goes. So I'm actually not using the back rockets here on purpose. See, I haven't ticked that box, so they're not receiving stuff from the robots. But yeah, that's what these rockets are doing right now. The rocket silo is for sending stuff into space, and yeah, so it is effectively a requester chest. I was going to say buffer chest, but that's technically not true. So yeah, the silo is like a requester chest now. So when it automatically does logistics, it will automatically deliver requests that are in orbit. So the silo is specifically for sending stuff up. For stuff to come back down requires the cargo landing pad. And what you do, this is where things start to get a bit wild. This is where you start putting in requests for each planet. So I actually have a logistics group for Navis all ready to go. So if I click this one here, so I've got the icon for Navis planet request, and there's a bunch of crap in here already, most of which isn't going to happen. And so I'm just going to reduce it down, whittle it down to the bare essentials, say 1,000. So these are things from Vulcanus. But then I can add things from the different planets, and that's all it needs. The science one, I'm probably actually also going to change to that. Because that's now just going to request all the science packs, but don't worry about that. So it's requesting science from this platform right here. So this platform is producing space science. This is probably where the complication, like where you start tearing your hair out, is making your first platform. But space science, don't overthink it. Like, all it needs is asteroids to be processed into space science. So carbon, ice, an iron plate, which comes from iron ore. All of that comes from asteroids from the asteroid collector. And all you need to do is just do basic sushi belt techniques to get it done. So as you can see, I've got a belt that's going around in a circle. You don't have to do it the way I've done it. I've used a lot of circuit network logistics. So I have a designer combinator that is when each of these signals is below 60, it outputs the signal. And then that goes to all of the asteroid collectors and sets the filter. So when this belt falls below 60, it will enable each of the asteroids for collection. So if I change that to 65, outputs all three, and you see they're green now. And there we go. So it's grabbing some stuff, outputting on the belt. And we now have 60, 61. I'm still processing questions. I see a few more. I'll get there eventually. And there we go. 63, 64. And see, now there's enough metallic asteroids, so it's removed from the filter list now. So it's not allowed to collect metallic asteroids anymore. And it'll do that for the rest of the asteroids. That is one way to do it. You don't have to do it that way. You can just brute force it. The only reason I do that is just to make sure there isn't too much of anything. What you could do instead is just make it collect the asteroids, and then if the belt fills up, just throw it overboard. That works too. You only need one of each grinder. Main catch with the grinder is to make sure you so the grinder recipe, it produces asteroids as a product, which means you need to output it back onto this belt. So you need to deal with that. You need to really make use of filters. That's really what it comes down to. And also, hey, Dead Soul, did I say hey to you? I don't know if I don't remember if I did or not. Because it's in my mind that I didn't say hello when you said hello straight away. So hello. Someone was having problems with rockets not waiting for full cargoes yesterday. Yeah, it can be a bit. There's a reason for that that's not obvious, and it's a bit unclear. So this thing will gum up if. So where's an example here? When I hover over here, in fact, if you hold down left alt and then left mouse button, this comes up. So there's this parameter here, as soon as I spot it, because I'm all blindy, rocket capacity of 10. So the rocket will not launch normally with less than that amount. And that can lead to this weird situation where it's like the rocket won't launch because, like, it won't order any and it won't launch because there's not enough in the supplier network. So you need 10 for the logistics bots to scoop up. Otherwise, it won't do anything. It just sort of deadlocks itself. There is a way around that. If I go to, say, a platform, what you can do is order something, say wood, and then say custom minimum payload, and then bring it down to a smaller amount that you want. And there you go. It will now order a stack of 100. It will ignore that rocket capacity requirement. So that's where that comes from. That's one of the things that's non-obvious. The other thing too is you've got to be a little bit careful putting these requests into the platform and the hub, because the hub can request the platform is requesting things for the hub, but it's also requesting it for itself, or the platform's requesting it for itself, which in turn, when it passes the hub, is requesting for it, which means that you're actually satisfying the platform, which just coincidentally satisfies the hub, which means you can. The end result is you're essentially potentially carrying around a completely extra set of something, and you can very easily overload the storage if you're not careful. Now, Braxter, thank you for your patience. Updating the railbook for the right-hand drive version. There is plans to, yes. Unfortunately, I just haven't got around to it yet. I'm sorry to say. It's updating the left-hand drive blueprint alone was a bit of a battle. It actually took quite a few weeks to do, because I was working on a idea that didn't pan out. I actually wanted to do a narrower gauge, but this ended up being an odd grid and yeah, pain and suffering. Had to disable the request on the platform and activate it manually. Yeah, that means that there probably wasn't enough in the network to supply it, is what that probably means. Alright, I need to continue on. I've been rambling on long enough. There, you can do that. There. It's going to be a little dirty, but it's a starter base. It's fine. Blurp. That's not at all what I wanted. I wanted that filter there. And we change that to gears, noises, and Craig Meta. With a 2-month prime. Thanks for the chill content. Thank you for enjoying the chill content. Really appreciate that. And thank you again for the gifted sub earlier too. Very kind of you. Alright, so we need to start this thing up. So what I'm going to do is start that up, turn that off for now. So this thing, I'm going to use it to supply stuff to Vulcanus. In fact, what I'm going to do is turn on the Vulcanus request. I'm going to tell it that to grab 10 Roboports, we'll say 50 AU, 50 AU. What else do we want? Some chests, maybe? Sure. I don't actually know what we want. So I'm just going to leave that to do its thing. Happily do its thing. Doop 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 doop. I was in two minds about doing, starting with my late game space age base, but I sort of decided against it. I want a buffer chest. That's very not good. Well, that's a problem. Well, it made it oh, that's very bad. That's probably the end of that platform. Oh dear.
An owl!
That's not good. That's very not good. Why did that happen? Something is wrong with the ammo belt. That means. Dear. It's alright, so you're going to be out of action for a little while. Good thing I have another one here. Capital caps. Oh. Dear. Yeah, this thing actually it probably ran out of power if I was to hazard a guess. Or it was probably struggling on power. Oh no. Or it genuinely did run out of ammo. This platform isn't amazing. I do need to make another one. Well, that's a bit of an issue. 2.4k. Okay, calm down there. Alright, we want rid of you. What do you want? You want plate and circuits. That can be arranged. Hey, how you doing? It's good. Off to a good start. We're off to a great start, aren't we? Yeah, funny thing is that platform has been perfectly serviceable in my other game. I have no idea why it's... Oh, I think I know why. It's probably the lack of bullet damage if I was to hazard a guess. If I was to hazard a guess, it's probably the lack of bullet damage. There we go. Set your set. You just need plate. Plate is there. You got plate and circuits. You need plate and gears. I'll make it 200 and 200. Remember, this stuff's made from lava, so it doesn't matter. It genuinely doesn't matter. There we go. Righty. Next step. You. Well, I probably should go there. And I'm probably a little late for it now. There we go. I do love how short the nights are on Vulcanus. It's just, I say love, it's kind of annoying having the night vision constantly go up and down. Yeah, it's the cycle time's like a minute and a half. It's not much. Okay. Use landfill enough to elevate rails with the trains. Sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the YouTube chat there. Because we're on both YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I did see you say quality, big help for megabases. Yeah, on the other save, I've got a mixture of purple and legendary. What is it? Epic and legendary, and it makes such a difference. Jumping up to the higher quality stuff. Haven't seen much of late game. It's surprising. It's assuming getting mass quantities of high quality buildings will take a bit of time. I have a few theories on how to do it. Feldeck. Making sure YouTube gets its love. The going straight to YouTube does definitely help with the whole VOD situation, that's for sure. Yeah, the pull low quality bots. I've not really bothered with the high quality bots. Some quality stuff is not really worth pursuing, I found. Like high quality trains, you can do it, but it only increases their health. And oh, it does actually increase other stats, but for the most part, it only increase. Like the only substantial effect is increasing health. All right, how are you looking now? Sad is the answer. Very sad. So the thing that I've been very much advocating for is to not get too crazy diving into interplanetary logistics. I strongly urge everyone starting out the first time, really get a good starter base going. Legendary fuel is actually well worth pursuing. Legendary fuel is actually, rocket fuel is actually really easy to get on Fagora. Fungora. Fagagagaga. But yeah, spend a bit of time really securing production. Like I've sort of minimized it a little bit. It's, 2 smelters is really, it was really pushing my luck as far as production goes. You need decent steel supply for low density structures and your platform foundation. The main thing is the circuits. You really need a solid circuit supply. Even though it's blue circuits into silos, it's still a fair chunk of stuff. Alright, we're sending stuff up. Let's maybe do a bit of that. Try and help repair things. Right, you're not doing anything. This is good. What are you doing? You don't need to request that. You don't need to request those yet. Or that, or that. Oh, you don't actually need to request that either. It's a little late, unfortunately, because it's going to appear there. Oh, apparently we requested another cargo landing pad. Well, it's up here now. Yeah, blue circuits, yep, will always be a bit of a struggle, but productivity modules, even if it's prod 1s, get the job done. You're coming along nicely. I did get a few in time. Main thing is getting a few of those up. Yeah, also make sure to secure from biters. And don't start on an eternal desert like I did, and then you suffer endless biters. Okay, they're sorting themselves out. The reason I've done this as a bit minimal is that once replace the smelting with foundries, replace the circuits with EM plans, you're laughing. It's so much easier. Alright, while that chaos is continuing to unfold, I'm going to come over here and finish up the oil production. Yeah, so we need petroleum gas. We need that for producing plastic, which is easily done. I'm going to move those over a few more tiles. And definitely invest in construction bots. Construction bots make remote planetary management so much easier. Plastique, like that. And I realize it needs to be like that. I do that mistake every time. Right, you need some coal. Yep, coal goes in like that. I don't have any inserters. Yeah, just hitting Q on stuff. You can actually pick with Q as well to pick a ghost. Because of the remote view stuff, it's highly focused on being able to control stuff remotely. very nice change that was. Very nice quality of life change that. You know what? I'm going to grab that Roboport there. And you're going to build it over there. Like that. And that means we're going to start making some belt. Well, we may... Oh, a lack of tungsten ore. We've turned all the tungsten ore into stuff, eh? I see. What's this? This is splitter. I didn't actually remember to finish doing this. I'm putting 1,000 in just to make sure the stuff gets pulled in. It's not how much I want to produce. Hey, Team McIntyre, aka Derek. How you doing? How's space? Spacey. How you doing? How have you been going with Space Age so far? What have you been up to? What am I after that? I'll say that's less than 100. That's also splitters, not underneath these. I don't know if I actually applied that. I did. Well, there's one way to fix it. Just delete it and place it. Great. Finished Vulcanus and Fagora. To some extent. Off to Gleber. The fun one. I think, in saying that, Gleber gets a bit of a bad rap. It's not that bad. Let's make it 500. Actually, no. I'll leave it at that for reasons that will be clear later. There we go. The bots are bringing it all. 100%. Yeah, that's going to be real interesting doing 100% now. How are you looking now? Oh, you still need some... Oh, none available. That's a thing. Why is there none available? Do I actually have belt production still, or did I accidentally demolish it? I should really cancel these. Because it's making it so hard to see everything. I might have demolished belt production and never replaced it. I don't really remember. I mean, yes, that's details. Alright, so the next step is I need to make a whole bunch of little, you know, a bunch of dirty little robot production things. I'm not going to bring the full make everything. Do I want to bring the full make everything? No, I don't want to do it yet. It's a little bit early for the full thingy, but I will do it eventually. The time will be right eventually. Make that 15. It's a little silly. Hokey day. Yeah, the yellow inserters were handy after all. And whatever else after that. Can go there. Here I am trying to make it all perfection incarnate. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. And then, nope, not that this time. Then double it. And then that can produce whatever the hell else it needs. Oh, you're not getting gears apparently. Oh, it's just sucking up all the gears. There we go. Yeah, I think this thing might, I think I might not be making transport belts here, which is a bit embarrassing. This one. There. Because apparently I didn't set this thing up correctly. This is another work in progress as well. I think I showed that the last time, the state of it. But it's at least it's a lot nicer to work with now. Like all you need to do is set these combinators and the rest happens. I need to rework the logic of the actual assembly machine. 2 combinators isn't enough anymore. More needs to be done. So there's a complete overhaul of this thing. I'm not quite sure what that's going to look like because this thing's basically max extent already, which means I'm potentially going to lose the room for the pipe down the middle, which is what that one tile gap is for. It's a bit troubling, but I might end up putting a substation in the center again or something like that. Maybe a complete rework of how this rehash of how this thing lays out, or like maybe I'll break it up into thirds, have a, like a or quarters, and have a substation that sits and does 4 and yeah, something like that. It's a bit more workable with the different quality substations and components as well. You let us 200 of you, 50 of you, and 50 of you. Go. Use the map view search. Just require high quality substations. Yeah, that's the way. I mean, I've got a few uncommon things. Oh, an uncommon reactor. Yeah, so this is the thing with quality is just make some modules, throw them in everything. Worst case scenario, you get some high quality. Like I've just thrown a few uncommon level 2s in there. Makes uncommon stuff. It'll pay off eventually. In saying that, so I've got some level 2s. I'll do that here now. Yeah, like I've done some of these. Eventually it'll spit out some high quality ones. I should have actually done the bots too. Maybe do all of them. See, I've done all of them. The intermediates as well is useful. It's just not immediately useful. It just clogs up the network for the most part. In all seriousness, it doesn't do anything. High quality transport belts doesn't do anything. There's no benefit. I think there might be a health benefit. I don't remember. There isn't much of a benefit of qualitying those. How does quality work? Do you have to set a recipe? So there's two ways quality work. So I've put modules into the accumulators here, and as you can see on the side, the quality is plus 5.2%. What that means, if I come over here to quality, wherever it is, there it is, quality probabilities. So we're at a 5% chance, which means we're half of this. So it means that for every 5% of something crafted, for every item crafted, there's a 5% chance it's a uncommon tier, 0.5% chance of it being rare, no chance of it being the other ones because they're not unlocked yet. So what that means is that by adding a 5% chance that there's a bit of a chance of making something high quality. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it is you can craft at that quality. So quality, the way quality works is having a higher quality item gives you benefits in either like for assembly machine, it's better, faster crafting speed, more health. Beacons, they have better effect transmission ratios, that sort of thing. But a higher quality assembly machine doesn't unlock higher quality in the sense that, so I can set this to specifically craft uncommon, and if I supply it with better quality iron plate and batteries, it will 100% make an uncommon accumulator with the same chance of going to the next highest tier, so that 5% chance of going up to the rare tier. And I can actually do that again all the way through. I can make it rare. Now it needs rare iron plate, rare batteries to guarantee rare accumulators with the same base probability, again, of going to the next tier up. And so on and so forth. And I can just keep doing that. So you can, if you have the intermediates already at that quality level, you can 100% guarantee you will get this quality of item. And eventually the penultimate point is having it at legendary. So if I supply legendary iron plates and legendary batteries, I get legendary accumulators. Hopefully that made sense. With no chance of upgrading the quality because it's already at max quality. Do you need to get the quality of item available before it's available to us? No, it's always available to craft. My God, my words are struggle busing at the minute. But what you want to do, so what this is sort of alluding to, is say if I wanted quality 1, if I wanted better quality, uncommon quality 1, so I need uncommon circuits, uncommon advanced circuits, red and green circuits. What that means is that I need to then raise the quality to guarantee the higher quality of the intermediates. And it actually works backwards in the chain. High quality iron plate. The way you get uncommon iron plate is by smelting. You can guarantee if you have uncommon iron ore, you can guarantee that will smelt into uncommon iron plate. And that is the key. So this is the smart way of doing it, doing quality, is you build up a supply of quality modules and put them in your mining drills. Put them in your iron and copper mining drills. They will output high quality ore, which guarantees higher quality output. If that makes sense. I'm not doing it because I'm lazy for the most part, and it's sort of inconsequential. But if you really wanted to go deep early, that's how you'd do it. Is you would put quality modules in this, peel it off as it comes out of the mining drills, maybe load it into a little train, and then ship it off to the starter base or some kind of quality base. That's running low. Copper's running low. So yeah, that's where quality stands. What were we doing? Okay, this is mostly there. We're just waiting on some inserters and splitters. What's the splitter do? Splitter does ammo. Okay. We can rework this a little bit so that it doesn't need to do that. Like so. Now... Oh, you're satisfied. Okay then. Now it's just waiting for ammo. I was genuinely surprised. You don't need that anymore. You don't need that anymore. I was a bit surprised that it ran into issues like that. Right, what else do we need down here to continue along other than more chemical plants? I think that's the main thing, is just more chemical plants. You know, I also should really probably not be working the logistics here too hard. Okay, that's already done this thing. Anyway, back to the point at hand. Big mining jobs. Alright, so we need electric engine units, which means we need engine units, which means we need another production line like here. Like that. If we could get back on task. Yeah, it's very much just a case of bringing it all together. While I think of it, because I'm a complete squirrel project. Don't we just love a good squirrel project? That's another quality of life feature, is you can click and drag like that. It's amazing. Look at that. Look at that. Don't you love it? The reason I went to that is, oh, I didn't grab enough stuff. There we go. Now we can do it. Yeah, craft a rocket silo, so we can... Oh, that's what I need. You bring me them, please, and thank you. If you so could be kind. Alright, bring quality one. Productivity ones, not quality ones. Alright, you need steel, pipe, and gears. Pipe we can provide. We have the power. By slapping that down. Pipe into there. Gears are all the way over here. Alright, that'll get that underway. Oops. Alright, we need to get some lubricant down now, which is over here. I think it comes... Yeah, it comes down there. Oh, okay, I'll come around here. I gotta do the weeble wobbles there. Maholic, how you doing? How's your space age adventures going? Alright. It's all plumbed in. You went to Gleber first up? Ha, nice. It's really not that bad. People say it's terrible, but it's really not. Right, how are we doing with the platform now? It is ready to go. Forgotten how to build green circuits. It's been so long on the starter base. Oh, that reminds me. Who is free on the weekend? The trick is just take a tank with you. When it basically all planets do the same thing. Just take a tank and you'll be fine. That's all you need. Glibber or Gamba? Or planet gambling? Gambling addictions. Speaking of, since I thought of it, I do need to fuel this thing up. Up if the inserters are inserting the correct way? Probably helps. Oh, yep. Gamba for gambling. Bloody Spellmaster New Zealand is coming in here with all your with all the smart points and all that stuff. Again, that's very not good. Why aren't you... Hang on, let me pause thrust here. I think it is just lack of damage. Yeah, the yellow ammo isn't cutting it. Alright, you hang here for a tickle. I don't think this is actually really needed outside of the robo network off the top of my head. So we'll just chuck it in the robo network. You less than 200. Oh, okay, we do actually have yeah, we do have chairs. I thought I saw one floating past. Okay, you. Yeah, getting these up and running would be amazing. The big mining drills and the foundries really start opening up the game. Might actually make that 100. Oh, something like that. You need some more purple triangles. Keep saying it's run out of ammunition. There's something that happens sometimes, is it keeps complaining about running out, but when it hasn't. Where is you? Oh, we need to make the tungsten plate, which is the big mining drill, which means mining this, which means going and saying hi to Steve. Now, going and saying hi to Steve requires small change of plan. In fact, let's just delete that. Annoyingly, this would have worked if it wasn't for me trying to do the whole not redoing the purple and yellow science. Oh yeah, that needs purple and yellow science. Damn it. Damn it. I can't win. It's uranium cannon shells that I want because it does 2,000 physical. What are these 2,000 physical? Yeah, what that effectively means is it doesn't need that. Yeah, you need the uranium cannon shells to overcome the thing. Poison helps too. Steve is hiding out in the Minecraft though. I mean, we could go say hi, Bob over here. We could go say hi to Bob. The problem is that there's no tungsten in Bob's territory. I mean, we haven't seen any over here, so it looks like Steve is the going to be the one to contribute to the team. Unfortunately, we seem to be out of triangles. Alright, you just need mining drills now, so we'll give you some mining drills. And that's how we unlock the next step. Alright, I said mining drill. Request the crap for a mining drill, please. Alright, so now we need to make tungsten steel. Tungsten steel requires tungsten ore and molten iron. So we need more molten iron. The way I'm going to do this one is by separating you, plopping that there, pulling it over this way. Like that. There we go, set the bots on fire. What's the issue? Can you walk on a space platform? No, you're bound inside the hub as such. Really enjoy the new spaceship building, so many logistic abilities. Yeah, I go through phases with it. At times it can be a little tedious, but it is a fun logistic puzzle. I mean, having said that, it's probably tedious just for me because I get too hung up on, you know, really getting everything perfect. And it doesn't have to be that way. Control Y, it's amazing. Yeah, just do pairs of outputs. I mean, in fairness, I'm actually going to be, well, only that one matters. These two are going on to belts. You know what, I'm going to do the chest thing again. Like that. Yeah, it's probably not necessary, but I like to think it's useful. Okay. How hard is it to make those? I just need coal. Okay. So, normally, it's actually kind of annoying, because normally this is actually pretty straightforward. It's just that I'm artificially limiting myself to specific tech, which is a bit of a problem. Because we're at the point where we really need to evict Steve. And my solution was just to throw tank shells at him, but I don't have uranium shells. Uranium shells is how to do it. Just bring a tank, put uranium shells in it, and you're good. problem is I don't have access to, because of the stupid achievement, I don't have access to it, so I'm making life difficult for myself. I mean, alternatively, you can just use gun turrets and red ammo. A lot of gun turrets and red ammo. That's one way to get it done. Main thing is just overcoming the healing. Also, don't take them on in the lava fields. Highly recommend you don't do that. I say that as I go into the lava fields. There's a way through to this open area, so that's fine. But yeah, if I put something down here, that should summon Steve. Oh, there's Steve. Oop. I think Steve's a little upset now. Oh. I have a feeling it's like a modulus of a certain number of ticks for the territory check. Or it's military buildings. Steve friendly? For now, Steve is friendly. It's not going to be very friendly soon, though. Now, can I wrangle my incompetent fingers into place in time? Probably not. Nope. Nope. As I say, I haven't given myself access to the good upgrades to actually deal with Steve. So that's a thing. Yeah, the trick to dealing with them is to find whatever does the most damage. Physical damage. Poison damage does technically do damage. It's just that, as you saw, poison capsules are, they kind of at best all they do is negate existing. Wonder how. Oh, I never actually tried a slowdown capsule on a demolisher before. I wonder what happens. Yeah, so like these are 8, but it's whatever the shooting speed is. They're immune to fire. Explosive rockets are immune to explosions. Damage of explosive rockets is actually less than these. Same with these cannon shells. Like these are only 180 physical, whereas these are 1,000 physical. Only 2,000, just short of 2,000 total. How's the DLC? It's still on the first planet. Enjoy the changes in the quality of life. It's great. It's well worth. What happens if I throw that at you? Nothing happens. uh. Just do a smash and grab. Place down lots of mines. I mean, that's the way to do it, is to smash and grab. You can see the effect of the ash cloud on the leggies. In case you're wondering, oh, that's the constant combinator. In case you're wondering, the demolishers don't attack each other, unless that's changed. Steve, please, Steve. You used to be cool. He's lost interest. On the plus side, though, Steve did obliterate the cliffs a little bit there. Funny thing is that he demolishers actually run over rocks as well, and just plow them out the way. Bonk. Yeah, he's also demolished some. Steve there demolished some of the cliffs. What I can actually also do is a bit of this here. All I need to do is make one mango pack and then it's all good. So I should probably just focus on doing that. It's also 9:16, so I need to hurry up and actually do it. Finish off the science and get the hell out of here. You gonna demonstrate demolishing a cliff for me? At the very least, Steve? Would be ever so kind if you would. Nope, he's gonna miss it. Jerk. He might pass through that one. Yeah, sluggy sluggy. Here, giant volcanic slug. How you doing today? Oh, you need the ore as well. Okay then. I mean, I could make better use of, like, I've got a foundry here, I could just use that one. Instead of burning up triangles on these. How much do they need? 50? 50. There we go. Now we got access to the science pack. Unfortunately, it does actually need a foundry as well. Oh, it does need triangles as well. What do you need? You need 2 and 3. What was the specifics of this one? Research and technology using another planet. So, oh, I need to actually make an... It's not enough to make the pack. I need to actually finish it. Okay then. Oh yeah, the big mining drill is needed for the to actually mine the patch. Yeah, it's smash and grab for now then. Then I can do the stupid science, unlock the then unlock the advanced military, and then oh yeah, see, Steve just ran over the cliff that was there. Unfortunately, Steve is right here, so he might get a little pissy about me trying to take his tungsten. Ironically, Steve has actually made a tungsten. If I bring... Yeah, the demolisher remains as pure tungsten. So strange hearing actual sounds from the demolishers too. At the LAN party, they were completely silent because they'd only just been added to the game, so there were no... They were very much the bare essentials of functionality at the time. So it's good to see them properly done. Oh, you're not connected there. I mean, I did get a few stacks out of that. Perfect Exterm Hunter. I actually think the, I mean, Exterm has been run over by a demolisher, but being stomped on, being flattened by a stomper is also hilarious. Yeah, innate productivity. There's also a 50% resource drain, which means they don't pull as much from the resource patch. Can you landfill the lava? So there is a late game resource, where is it, called Foundation, that can be built on lava. It can also be built on oil ocean. And so this is what you need to build on lava. Landfill you still get early game, but landfill only fills in water. You need Foundation to actually fill in lava. And as you can clue in, needing tungsten plate, carbon fiber, and fluoroketone, it's expensive. Have I tried Satisfactory? Hello. Sorry, I missed you before. I haven't actually played the 1.0 release of Satisfactory yet. For me, it was been hard to stay in on that game. Satisfactory can be a bit of a grind. But admittedly, it's a much slower burning game. It's not like this or any Minecraft adjacent game where you're jumping on a random world and you're just seeing what comes of it. Satisfactory is more of an exploration game. But no, but I have played it, yes. I got Satisfactory when it first came out. But as I say, I haven't played the recent one, full release. I've been meaning to, though. Just haven't got around to it. Triangles, precious, precious triangles. Gonna make a foundry in Foundry. You can only make a foundry in a foundry, as it happens. But yeah, in general, you want to do stuff in foundries for the productivity bonus. Oh, well, they're all going in there now. There. You're only going one place, and it's down this way. Likely doing 2.0 thing? Yeah, I was doing the first playthrough when 2.0 came out. Oh, I think it was at the LAN when Satisfactory came out. Satisfactory as a game provided goals that are so low that automation is almost unnecessary. It's actually kind of weird in that Satisfactory, it starts off with really low goals and then suddenly it just a brick wall vertical. It's such a strange combination. I need another foundry. And what I'm going to do to get one is probably steal that one. All I want to do is just get the barest essentials going at whatever cost. There, because I kind of want to be done with. Oh, can I? Let's do this from remote view. Grab that, pop that in there. A bit of luck. It actually brought. You didn't brung some. Off you go then. James, hey. Phase 4 is harder than Phase 5. You don't mind that? After the difficult phase, a quick rush to the finish was nice. Yeah, the steel phase in Satisfactory was always painful. Yeah, you see the yellow ammo just isn't quite cutting it for dealing with the asteroids. What I might do is just chuck that there. Just an extra, a little bit of damage. This was one of the first platforms I designed. It's not amazing, but it gets the job done. Power's power. Main thing is to watch power. Make sure power stays up. But this also is an early. I mentioned this before. This is an early game platform, so it only uses thrust oxidizer, thruster fuel recipes, which are the basic recipes. There's actually a more advanced one, so all of your early game platforms are really just a means to an end, because the advanced recipe is so much more powerful. Case in point, so this one produces 75. This one produces, should be, yeah, 1500. It produces so much more. The problem is that it's so much deeper. You got to unlock it on Glebber. Don't like that you need to have the raw materials to plant buildings down instead of making the machines like Factory. Yeah, that is also really annoying. Right, that's scooping up the good stuff. You need molten copper. Which we have over here. And now we're crafting. Although I kinda don't want to make too many of those. And the first pack that's unlocked as cliff explosives, that's 2000, that's 500, that's 500. 500, 500, they're all 500, so I need to make like 500 of the... I'm sad now. I'm actually building up a supply of them finally. Can you bring me 2s? What I can do is a custom minimum payload of 40. Okay, what's... Oh, okay, just waiting for the silos. There you go. Difference between yellow and blue inserters are hard to see. Can you change the color of the blueprints in Factory? That would probably be a mod thing, but yeah, I know. I think I know what you mean. Yeah, the new... Oh, it's always been hard to see the different color in... the different inserters. Yeah, it's can be a bit tricky. Like you add the this one into the mix, because a robot's actually building at its heart. So now when it's the dark blue, I mean, the blue one makes it obvious. But if I was to get rid of that and bring these together, you're not really going to know the difference. I don't have access to it, but it bring in like a burner inserter as well. Oh, yeah. It's probably only I think only mods have access to that sort of thing, unfortunately. This. Oh, you're out now. What? You're out of copper. Probably because it's all been sucked into red circuits. Right, you can't be that now. Actually, what I'll do is I'll back off that one. Yeah, there are a few like vague visual cues, but it's It's still difficult, it's not great. Yeah, so I'm going to have to come back and deal with this. I mean, this is where the remote oppression tonk comes into play. Yes, you. It's because what I can do is drive remotely. So this is how you manage when you're off-world early game. You really got to focus in on tank. The only downside is, as you can see, you do got to drive into the void a little bit here. So you do need remote radars. But it doesn't stop you from driving. It doesn't stop you finding pentapods as well. That's definitely never happened, no. By doing it this way. I mean, the tank doesn't have anything in its inventory, so I'm going to need to scoop up this scrap. The only downside is there is a little bit of a risk of running it over. It's a bit of an occupational hazard, but it's sort of comes with the territory. Oh, it's a dead radar over there. Yeah, you can use Decon Planner, or you can just do that and Control Z to undo it. It's fairly intuitive and accepting. I think the only way forward is to probably... go. I think give it some belt and supplies. Probably upgrade this whole thing too. That probably wouldn't hurt. I like how the sound goes away as well. Too many belts from the mine? Yeah. Temperature control of the nuclear reactors, also amazing. That was the time. I'm sort of going over time right now. Logistics group. I don't want to give it that. But you, 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 and you. Oh, you're so close to being... get out of here. send it on its way. Is there a new solar ratio? It's the same solar ratio, at least for Nevis. Also, see you, Spellmaster. It's different on Vulcanus, but whether or not you want to go the effort to actually do something different remains to be seen. Go, go, team! Shoot those rocks. Preferably before they hit the platform. That made me nervous. Yeah, the lack of damage upgrades is hurting. Oh, that was another close one. Two close ones. Whee! Away they go. Yeah, the way to help it along is to actually well, settle down there. Time passed. I wanted you to actually sit there for a little while. I mean, I could also turn off a thruster or two. But yeah, this thing has too many thrusters on it. That's why I say it's a bad design. It probably should only have 2, maybe 3 thrusters on it. At least it's going back to Navis. The asteroid field gets a little thinner. It's a good thing I spotted that. I think I might kneecap its thrusters. As I say, this is really meant for like 2 more bullet damage, speed and shooting up. Bullet damage, it's meant for at least 2 more shooting speed and damage upgrades for it to actually be effective. So it's not really the most effective at the minute. Right, I'm going to pause it there for the moment. And I'll let that land the thingies, the prod mods, or the science packs. And we'll start the science pack production again. And then I'll have to baby it through. That's why I say you really got to make sure to tech up properly before going off-world. I knew it was going to be hard, but I didn't actually think it was going to be that hard to take on the demolisher. Okay. Grab the late game upgrade. Whee! Steady on. You've got those for now. You can take them. Whoa. What did I just break? Stack inserter. There we go. Should speed it up a little bit at least. Where was the... There it is. Alright, coming back to here. Got our science pack. Got up to 74% productivity, which is amazing. From 50%. There. Now, I just need to make a whole lot more. I need to make, like 500 more. Well, whatever works at this point. There's probably a few more rocks I could grab. Just to avoid doing some smash and grabs on Steve's territory. That'll probably be about it. Alright, oh, you're taking damage. I think that is a good place to... Nearly. There. Finally managed to catch this. Hey, username. Yeah, just in time to see me get out of here, unfortunately. Because that is right at the point where I need to get to bed. It is also really hot. It was a hot day today, so it's really hot in here. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for today. Sorry you didn't get to see more than 5 seconds, username. But go. So this is on both Twitch and YouTube. So if you want, go check out the YouTube channel. Check the live tab, and then you can play it back there. Do I have a link to the new rail blueprints? I sure do. It's right over there. Does that actually work up here? I'm not actually sure. Does it work there? No. Okay, I need to fix the bot there. If Veldak's feeling very kind, if I ask Veldak really nicely and he's still there, he could copy and paste them for me. But yeah, I need to end here. Oh crap, I wasn't recording too. Well, that's that. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for today. We're going to continue this on tomorrow. We'll wrap up Vulcanus and probably polish off tech and then go on further into probably to Gambling World next. So yeah, make sure you follow all that, subscribe, whatever it is, all that good stuff to see us go there. And other than that, thank you all very, very much for being here, watching, hanging out, all that good stuff. And I shall see you tomorrow. And goodbye.